Hi everyone, this is Sharon with Big City Vegan, and I'm here at Affiliate Summit, which is a great conference for internet marketing and such, and I'm here with Jim Kukral, who is actually very big in the business, and if you're not following him on Twitter, we'll just talk about that,
Okay.
but you should definitely follow him.
Sure, I'd love more followers.
Yes, and you're always saying great things and important stuff about internet and how to do more with your business and such. And most people out there are a lot.
Thank you very much.
Yes, of course, of course. So Jim, we recently talked about Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead.
Yeah.
And you saw the movie.
I did.
And it's a great movie. It talks about juicing and getting healthier, consuming more fruits and vegetables. So I wanted to know, were you inspired by the movie to do some more juicing and...
Well, first of all, I love the movie. It's a great story, especially like the part where he found the truck guy to come in and tell his story and change his life. I have not started the juicing yet. I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. I thought it was something that I could do. I just haven't done it yet, you know. I always talk about doing, you know.
You do. You're very
in
good
business,
motivational
right?
speaker.
But when
right?
it comes to, you know, my health, you know, a couple of years ago I started to work out more and do CrossFit and things like that. But in terms of the diet and the health, it's very hard to do. It's very hard to make a transition to something like that. And that movie really did inspire me in ways to want to try it. But I haven't done it yet.
Yeah. What do you think it's going to take to maybe get started?
You know, I don't know. That's a really good question. I mean, there's different motivation for every person has a different reason for why they start to do something. You know?
And you really have to have that motivation.
You really do.
Move forward.
I think that, you know, like the guy in the movie, like the gentleman, the truck driver,
Phil.
he really was at a point where you're at a breaking point. And I don't have a chemical dependency, or I've never been anything like that, but I know people who have, and they say that you reach a point where you just have a breaking point. And you have to make the decision, what are you going to do next? Right? So hopefully it doesn't take me to get to the breaking point to do that. But like I tell people in business and internet business, you know, you have to do. If you want to be remarkable, you have to do something remarkable. Right? So, you know, I need to apply that to myself, and other people need to apply that to themselves if they want to, you know, feel better and they want to look better and they want to do all those things. They're going to have to do something. So I got to take my own advice. Maybe you can help me do that.
Well, see, this is why we're talking, and maybe I can help you a little bit.
Maybe you can.
So,
maybe this is what I need. I need you to come in and say, Jim, just let's go for it.
I'm there. I'm totally there, because I actually just bought a juicer. I put it off for a while, and I've started to do the juicing at home, and it's been really good. And there's places around me that have juicing, because I live in New York City.
Okay.
And so it's very accessible. But where you live, you're saying there's not a lot. You don't really know.
No, I mean, I live in Cleveland. I don't live in the city, so. But I mean, there's a city near there, but it's not like New York where you can find a juice on every corner.
Right.
You know? So I would have to do it myself, but I have plenty of access to fresh vegetables and fruits and things like that. It's not a problem.
And it's easy to do.
It's just a matter. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting the juicer, and, you know, putting it together and starting the program.
Right.
So my brother and my niece have started to do it. So I think they're going to start. Wait, they haven't started yet. They're going to start in a couple of weeks.
Have they seen the movie, or
They had seen the movie. They're the ones who actually told me about the movie, and I watched the movie, and they said, we're going to try it for 30 days. So.
Right. That's awesome. So they were going to do just a little bit of juicing, or they were actually going to do a juice fast?
They were going to do a juice fast.
Wow.
Just like I don't think they were going to do, you know, 90 days.
Right.
I think they were just going to try it a week or 30
I
days.
tried it for a day. I barely made. I seem to, at the end of the day, sort of want something to eat, but I think it takes a few days if you do the full-time juice fast for your body to sort of acclimate to not eating, and then you kind of switch into a mode where, you know, you can kind of keep going.
Okay.
This is what I've learned. I haven't quite pulled the trigger completely, but I've done like a day with mostly juicing, and then sort of maybe.
So I want to see you do it for 30 days and record it, and then that'll give me motivation.
That'll give you motivation. Okay. Well, I think we should do it. So, and then we're here at this conference in New York City, and there's actually a juicing place there all over the city. On almost every few streets, there's a street corner. There's a juicing and smoothie place. So we we might go there later.
But
or
a smoothie is not a juice.
A smoothie is not a juice, and there is a distinction
smoothie
there.
is, you know, sugar and all the sweet.
It could be really healthy. It doesn't have to have the sweet. It could be fruits and vegetables. A lot of times I'll put, vegetables also in a smoothie. So you can get a lot more of those phytonutrients that you get with the fruits that are really jam-packed with all that. So you can do that, but it's actually still consuming food, whereas the juicing, you're just consuming the juice. I don't know. We'll have to talk more about it.
You can't take a McDonald's Happy Meal and juice it.
Well, you could, but...
That doesn't count. Just because you're juicing something doesn't mean it has to be good food, right?
Yeah, it has to be good food. Okay. So one more question. I'm a vegan. What do you think about vegans or a vegan lifestyle and sort of going completely plant-based?
I think it's wonderful. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. Very middle-class upbringing. School teacher. My mom was a school teacher. My father was an electrician for General Motors. We ate we didn't eat the best. My parents were very busy, they both worked. And we had lots of things in the crock pot, and, we ate a lot of fruits and vegetables, but not that lifestyle, And I have children of my own now. And my wife she always says that she would be vegan or vegetarian if it wasn't for me. So I'm actually holding her back. So if I could ever do that, it would be great. I think it's wonderful. I wish that I could do it. And I want to try at some point because I know that it will help me in my health move forward. So anyone who does it, I always look at them and I say, wow, look at this is such a healthy person. And they look really well. They look good. And they look happy and they feel good. And I think it's great.
So maybe your wife and I should talk, and we'll maybe get the ball rolling a little.
That would be great.
It's all about your health.
I think that would be helpful. I mean, to get me in there, and I'm looking. I'll turn 40 next month, so. I can lose 100 pounds easy, and I'd like to feel better and have more energy and things like that. So, maybe that's my breaking point. Maybe 40 is my big breaking point.
It's a good point to just get started. You had talked in your talk once last year in your keynote. You talked something about a breaking point with an age. Didn't you have something? And I can't remember all the details around it, but
I talked about having an anxiety attack.
Yes.
Yeah, and in my mid-30s, and things like that. And there's a trigger or a breaking point that causes everyone to move forward into something. So maybe 40.
Maybe 40 is your year, and maybe we'll have another visit in 6 months.
Maybe I'll be 100 pounds less.
It's progressing.
Yeah. Okay, I'd love to do that.
All right, Jim. That sounds great. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.